Imagine if your greatest enemy for success isn't someone from the outside world, but your own mind. Would you believe it? Every morning when you hit snooze and fall back into the embrace of sleep, every moment you postpone your big dreams until tomorrow, every time you make the wrong choice even when you know better, that is the exact moment your defeat begins. The truth is, most people don't fall behind in life because they lack talent, but because they lack control over themselves, control over your thoughts, control over your emotions, and complete mastery over your actions. This is the real game, the game of mental discipline. The day you master your mind is the day the world loses its power to sway you. But the question is, are you the master of your brain or still its humble slave? In this video, you will discover why people repeatedly fail to maintain discipline. You'll learn how your own brain deceives you and the effective techniques you can use to retrain your mind into a confident individual. You will learn how to eliminate bad habits and adopt strong behaviors, and how to bury procrastination forever. You'll see how daily small decisions can lead to a life where discipline becomes part of your personality. This video isn't just a source of information, it is the start of a transformation. But this is only possible if you watch until the very end, because every passing chapter will empower you more than the last. That's why you must complete this journey. If you truly want to take your life to a new level like this video right now, write in the comments, "I am the master of my mind." Do this so you can make a firm promise to yourself. And if you want more life-changing content and summaries of great books, subscribe to the Atomic Insights channel, because every video here will teach you a lesson that likely isn't taught in any school in the world. Get ready, because what comes next will change your thinking forever. Chapter 1. Understanding the power of mental discipline. If you were given only one path to change your destiny, just one skill to master to achieve every goal, what would it be? Money, luck, or connections? No, the real answer is mental discipline, because this is the power that forces you to move forward, even when your heart doesn't want to. This is the strength that keeps you on your path amidst the noise of the crowd, and it's the hidden force that makes ordinary people extraordinary. But there is a bitter truth hidden here. Most people don't even understand the meaning of discipline. They think it means punishing yourself, suffering, or making life colorless. But in reality, discipline isn't a prison. Discipline isn't a restriction. It is the only path to freedom. You've probably felt it. When you start something new like exercising, studying, or learning a new skill, at first, you're very passionate. But after a few days, that excitement cools down and you return to your old laziness. Why? Because you rely only on motivation, and motivation is always temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline? Discipline is the system that compels you to act, no matter what your mood is. And that is the difference that stands as a wall between winners and the rest of the world. Imagine your mind is a battlefield. On one side are your big goals, success, health, wealth, and respect. On the other side are your temporary desires, comfort, laziness, distraction, and instant pleasure. Every day, every moment, this war rages inside you. When you choose mindless scrolling instead of working, when you stay lost in your phone instead of focusing on your tasks, in that moment you surrender to your own weaknesses. And gradually, these small defeats become your identity. You convince yourself, I am not a disciplined person. But the truth is, discipline isn't a gift you're born with. It's a skill that can be learned. And here's an interesting fact. Your brain will always choose the path that is easy because its job is to conserve energy. That's why whenever you have to do something difficult, your mind gives you excuses. I'll start tomorrow, I'm not in the mood right now. Let me rest a bit. These are all tricks. Your brain tries to keep you in your comfort zone. If you don't learn to recognize these tricks, you will always be stuck exactly where you are today. But here comes a new turn. Just as your brain stops you, you can also train it. Every time you choose the hard path instead of the easy one, every time you take a step despite fear or laziness, you are reconfiguring your brain. You are teaching it that you asterisk are the ruler. Gradually, discipline becomes your habit. Then you don't need to push yourself. You simply become the person who makes a decision and acts on it. Think about it. If you get just 1% better every day, or do just one small disciplined task, where will you be in a year? And if you keep making excuses and delaying work, you'll be in the same place a year from now. Same old spot, same struggles, and same regrets. This is the moment where you must decide, will you remain a slave to your mind or become its master? Because the truth is, the world isn't stopping you. Your own thinking is stopping you until you learn to control your mind. No strategy or knowledge will work for you. This is just the beginning. You've only just understood what discipline is. Next, you will learn why most people fail to maintain it and the hidden reasons that pull you back repeatedly. Believe me, when that reality comes to light, you will see yourself in a completely different way. Next, you will learn how to control your mind and emotions, how to silence that inner voice that stops you every time, and how to become the master of your thoughts. Because real control starts there. Chapter 3. How to gain control over your mind and emotions. Imagine it's 2 a.m. The whole city is asleep, but your mind is not. The noise of your thoughts is so loud that even the silence begins to sting. On one side is doubt, on the other is fear. And you are standing in the middle, confused, stuck, and completely helpless. Worrying about the future, regretting the past. You ask yourself again and again, why can't I control my mind? Honestly, this is where most people give up. They think their thoughts are their reality. But a deep secret is hidden right here. You are not your thoughts. You are the one observing those thoughts. This realization changes everything. As long as you believe every thought is true, you will be its slave. But the day you start looking at your thoughts from a little distance, control begins to shift into your hands. Your mind is like a machine that produces thousands of thoughts every second. Most of them are useless and often negative. The problem starts when you begin to give importance to every thought and chase after every emotion. Imagine your mind is a radio station with different frequencies playing, sometimes fear, sometimes anger, sometimes laziness. You start listening to every channel without realizing it. But what would happen if you decided which channel to listen to? That is emotional control. Not an instant reaction, but a wise response. Emotions themselves aren't the problem. The problem is your reaction to them. Life isn't what happens to you. It's what you allow to happen. When you make an emotional decision in anger or pull back because of fear, you become a slave. Control doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means understanding them, observing them, and consciously deciding what to do. The most effective weapon for this is awareness. When a strong emotion hits, don't act immediately. Just stop for 1 second. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now and why? This small pause takes you out of robotic reaction and gives you mindfulness. There's another deep truth. Your brain always repeats old patterns. If you repeatedly panic under stress or delay work out of laziness, it becomes a habit. The good news is that just as these patterns were built, they can be changed. Every time you go against an old habit, like taking a step, despite fear, you are showing your brain a new path. That is the moment where real change begins. Growth is always outside the comfort zone, and your mind always wants to keep you in the old spot. It will convince you that it's not the right time. Let's think more, or I'll definitely start tomorrow. These are all illusions and traps that stop you from moving forward. So when your mind tries to stop you next time, what will you do? Will you listen to it again? Or will you prove to yourself that the decision is yours? Because the truth is, discipline starts with decisions, not just actions. Gradually, as you understand your emotions, you will feel your mind become your best partner instead of your enemy. Then you won't have to push yourself. You will naturally feel calm and powerful. But this journey isn't over yet, because what comes next will make this control even stronger. You will learn the real truth behind willpower and self-control. Why does your courage suddenly vanish sometimes, and how can you make it limitless? Believe me, understanding this will change your entire strategy. Chapter 4. The real truth about willpower and self-control. Do you want to hear the truth? Willpower isn't as strong as you think. This is the truth that quietly breaks all your planning and hard work. You think that if you have strong willpower, you can do anything? But the reality is that willpower isn't a limitless power. It's like a limited battery that slowly drains from the day's decisions and fatigue. When that battery runs out, you do what is easiest. You fall back into your old laziness. Think about it. You are so disciplined in the morning. You make plans, energy is high. But as the day goes on, you get tired, and by night, you break the very rules you made. This isn't weakness. It's biology. Your brain spends energy on every decision. The more decisions you make, the faster your courage will give out. That's why successful people don't rely on willpower alone. They make their decisions automatic. This is the real game changer. The true meaning of self-control isn't stopping yourself. It's placing yourself in an environment where you don't have to fight yourself over and over. If you have to battle your emotions every time, you will lose eventually. But if distractions aren't even in your path, you won't need to fight. This is why some people seem effortlessly disciplined. They have set the rules of their lives. They have fixed routines so they don't have to make decisions repeatedly. If your workout time is fixed, you don't wonder every day whether to go or not. You just go, decision over, conflict over, and energy is saved. There's another deep layer called decision fatigue. Every time you make small choices, what to wear, what to eat, what task to do first, your brain gets tired. By the time an important decision arises, your brain is exhausted and chooses the easy path, comfort. Think about it. Are you leaving your life to chance, or have you made rules for yourself? Because rules give you freedom. When you have clear rules, you don't need to think every time. You automatically do the right thing. Willpower is temporary, but a system is permanent. If you rely only on courage, you will fall again and again. But if you build an excellent system, success will automatically come to you.